Good morning. For me, good morning.
Hey, good evening. How you going?
Yeah, all right. I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Good. We'll get on to the new album very soon. But
Yes.
how has this strange period in history been for you?
Yeah, let's say not so funny.
Yeah.
A lot, the one really sad thing is that we cannot tour, making any tours. Normally I'm in Russia at the moment,
Right.
but also they moved it to next year, to February. And now also our European tour, the first half, November, December, also moved to 2022. Yeah, and we did only 2 shows this year. There was a festival in Belgium, festival in Czech Republic. And also it wasn't also affects the recording process of the new album Game Over.
How did you get around that?
I mean, we normally working together in one room.
Yeah.
If we have enough ideas, and then we start arranging together with the producer the songs, Yeah. But it was not possible to be in one room, so we did everything over Zoom, FaceTime, Skype, WhatsApp, all that stuff, And that was a little bit strange working, I never did something like this before. And also the main recording at the studio, it was only possible to have the sound engineer and one musician at the same time, So that was a little bit difficult, but I mean, I don't want to say good thing about the pandemic stuff, but we had enough time to work on this album.
Yeah.
So, and then in the end, it came out 16 songs. And I think, it's a good mix-up on the new album. A lot of melodies, good. For me, personally, it's a very, very good guitar work on this album. In the end, I'm happy with the album, but now we are all waiting to go on the road again,
Yeah.
So,
just let's talk about a couple of the songs on there. Who wrote Empty Eyes? Did you write Empty Eyes?
Empty Eyes? No, the main idea was coming from the guitar player D. Damas.
Yeah.
And so let's say what we are doing on working on an album is everybody is coming up with some ideas, Let's say then, okay, the main idea came, for example, Empty Eyes from D, then Like a Beast was the main idea from Andrei Smirnov, and Marching Tank was the idea of Thielen, who was the bass player. So but in the end, everybody is working then on the songs, It's not like, okay, it's okay, this is my song, you cannot touch it or something like that. No. But in the end, I do all the melodies, vocal-wise, on the songs. But this time I did it together with my son. For the first time, really, he was really involved in creating some vocal melodies. It's interesting, with young people, they have different ideas. That was for me also very, very interesting.
What's it been like working with your son? That must be a really proud moment, thinking, that's my boy.
Yeah, that's it's in a way, I'm really proud of him. He's doing a great job on the drums, and also I wrote all the lyrics together with him on this album. So he's becoming more and more also a creative guy. It's very interesting, and what can I say? I'm really proud of him. He's really good on drums. He's now getting more and more into that, and it's more friendship. It's not like daddy and son, It's more friendship.
Yeah, excellent. I was just on the web shop, and I noticed the albums there all ready to go. And I noticed live in Bulgaria. Now, you played at the amphitheatre in Plovdiv. Now, that's some place I've always been fascinated with. What was that like?
So we get an offer last year. The offer came in July already, and then there was strong pandemic going on.
Yeah,
And then we get the offer from our promoter in Bulgaria. And then we said, yeah, okay, we will see. We was not really believing that. So, but then in the end, he came up and said, yeah, everything is safe. We have a really good concept about hygienic stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then we said, okay, let's do it. And he showed us this venue, it was like, wow. So, and then we were thinking, come on, we have to record the whole thing. There will be definitely a great evening. And also filming the whole stuff. Yeah, and but in the end, we was expecting maybe 500 or 800 people. It was nearly 3,000. It was like, what?
Wow.
Hello. And then, there was for us the only show in 2020, that was really for us an emotional evening, and also the audience was really hungry. They were singing, and I don't know, was something else. And yeah, so, and in the end, I think the album, the live album, is you can hear the atmosphere, and also if you watch the DVD, it's it's a great album, and everybody said, "What? You did a live show?" He said, "Yes."
It must just be an incredible place to go to. All the videos I've seen of it, it must just give you goosebumps playing at a place like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great thing, to do this. And yeah, I mean, so let's say U.D.O is quite famous in Bulgaria. We normally go always in bigger halls, like 2,500 people or something like that. So yeah, I mean, for us it was something very, very special.
Right, how are you going to tour this album? Has anything opened up? I was talking to someone the other day, and they say things were opening up, but you're going to have a problem. You're going to have this many bands trying to fit into this many venues.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an issue. What's happening? And
yeah, I mean, let's say, so our first half of a European tour, we have to move this to 2022. But our management was really clever to book also make a reserve all these dates already just in case for next year, so we don't have a problem to start booking again. So yeah, that was really clever, and you cannot be sure that, for example, there is only another show what we hopefully can do this year is a Metal Hammer Paradise Festival in the north of Germany. It's not a big festival, but good bands on it. Headliner is Blind Guardian, and we are the second headliner. So, I mean, it's you never know. It can be happen 1 week before the show that they say, "Sorry, we cannot do this." You never know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I think next year it will be definitely possible to start touring again. So we cross our fingers and everything works.
What's the funniest thing that's happened to you as far as music goes? Now, could be on stage moment on the tour bus, someone getting locked up in jail. What's the funniest thing that springs to mind?
No, I think I will always remember the tour what we did back in '89 with U.D.O when we had the album out, Mean Machine. We was touring whole Europe with Ozzy Osbourne. This was one of the funniest tours I ever did. We was laughing like hell. I mean, he can be really funny, He always, but he was not a guy to say, okay, this is a support band or whatever. He always came to the dressing room, and hey, making fun. And in the end, he was also watching our sound check and all that stuff. And then one day he said, "Yeah, the sound is much better than ours," So, and yeah, and the funny thing was, then 2 days, they came into the hall. And then they said, okay, my musicians, they was playing all the instrument of Ozzy,
Yeah.
And then and the whole band was standing down there, was like talking to the sound engineer of Ozzy, and I said, hey, you know, you have to do like this, you have to do like this, you have to do like this, you know, otherwise
Yeah.
you're fired. So yeah, that was a really funny tour, you know. Ozzy is a really funny guy and really, I want to say, a gentleman, you know. But
Yeah.
at this time, of course, he was a lot of alcohol involved, you know. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we had one interesting story was we had a show. There was a show in Switzerland one day before. There was Milano, Italy. So and then in Switzerland, we were on stage and playing, and then the tour manager came over and said, "Hey, can you play more songs?" I said, "Yeah, of course we can do that." And then he came again. "Can you play more?" I said, "Yeah, we can do that."
I think I know where this is heading.
And then what's going on? Also, he's still in Milano at a hotel. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, that was, I mean, so many stories on this tour. But I mean, that for me, that was the funniest tour I ever did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Ozzy is, I love him.
He's out there.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else you wanted to touch on? We've got the album coming out Friday.
Friday, yeah. What can I say? I mean, definitely, I hope the people like it. And my biggest wish is to come to Australia to do some shows. You know, we always tried many, many times, and you know, to be only do separate shows in Australia. Be honest, it's money-wise not possible to do this. So
we're a long way away.
Yeah, it's a long way. And now I know at the moment our management is working on Japan. And if this happened, it's closer to Australia. You know, that makes more sense for us. But I always really, my biggest wish is to come to Australia. I know we have a lot of friends there. And hopefully it works. We cross my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get you to do one thing? Get up nice and close in the camera.
Yes.
Give us the horns. Look right in the camera. It's important to be very heavy metal about it. Excellent.
All right.
Hey.
As soon we try to come to Australia, in the meanwhile, stay healthy and stay heavy.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah.
With Game Over.
Thank you very much.
Soon. Thanks so much for talking to me. Stay safe.
No problem. Yes.
And rock on. We'll see you down here soon.
I hope so. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks, mate. Bye.